Dear brothers from planet Earth, I am Ashtar Sheran. How are you positioning yourselves? How are your hearts? I would say that many are at peace, many are calm, confident, knowing that whatever comes will always be the right thing to happen. But many are still afraid, still fearful. What to say to these? Just a single sentence: you reap what you sow. So if you are choosing to live in fear and fear, that is what you will live in the future. Don't forget that. And don't come with that ready-made answer, I'm a human being. We know that you are a human being, but we also know that you have the choice of what you want to emanate. Do you want to emanate fear and awe, or do you want to trust that everything will work out in the best way for you? Either of these two hypotheses, you will emanate and receive back. There is no way to distinguish one from the other, both will bring the result you emanate. This doesn't change. So I would tell you to be careful with what you are emanating. The surface of the planet is as if on hold, awaiting new activities, awaiting new orders. Yes, our soldiers are there among you and you have no idea who they are, and at the right time they will act. Just one command is enough for everything to start. There is no way to reverse anything anymore, there is no way to avoid anything anymore. Everything has already been well planned, everything is well designed, and everything will happen as we organize and predict. So what's the point of fear? What's the point of fear? This will only attract more of the same. So just trust that your entire journey prepared you to get here. Those who didn't do any walking were also a choice. Each one will reap what they have already sown. If you didn't plant anything, how do you want to harvest? Then each one will reap exactly the confidence and all the good that was planted over time. Nothing more, nothing less. Some representatives of this planet are very apprehensive, because they know that the moment we land here they will lose their positions. They have already been warned. No one will be caught by surprise. But at no point do they believe this will happen, they think we are just threatening, that we have said a lot of things and done nothing. This is an interesting way of self-deception, as their great leaders are no longer on the planet. Has this not been done? The wars that existed in your space no longer exist. Has this not been done? So they think that they will be able to maintain their powers indefinitely, and that we will do nothing, and that tomorrow they will regain all control of the planet and everyone who was removed from here will return. Sweet illusion, because those beings no longer set foot here. This planet will no longer accept anyone's domination. This planet will evolve. The human population, whether it wants it or not. We are giving the chance and the path for the population to rise together with the planet, for this you have been taught in many ways, and some are learning the lessons perfectly. Many still doubt. Many are exactly the same as their rulers, I don't believe anything will happen. So very well, you wait and you will see. Don't worry about the future of this planet. The rulership of this planet will be of the light. Those rulers who break the lines of universal laws will not remain, wherever they are. All will be removed. There will no longer be their dominance on the planet. He finished. The moment we arrive here, their reign ends, this entire period of darkness, pain, and suffering that they imposed on the inhabitants of this planet ends. Many wonder, if everything will be so beautiful and wonderful, why will there be so much revolt? And I ask you, you enjoy, you live within the highest pride without caring about those who are hungry around you, and suddenly you lose everything, exactly to give those around him something to eat. Will you accept it naturally? Will you accept it with an open heart? Be truthful in your answer. Many, practically all, will not accept it. Because they will find it unfair to lose everything. But I say this, how was it all achieved? Was it achieved with work, with justice, with love, or was it achieved with fraud, with all the negative things you know? What you have with work, with strength, with construction, based on positive feelings, you will lose nothing, because that is the result of an honest life struggle, within the divine laws, and you still care about others. Then nothing will happen to you. We will only be doing justice to those who never had the opportunity to have anything, because this opportunity was taken away from them. Exactly by the representatives of the planet. So how do you think people will accept all of this? Will everyone clap? Will everyone agree? Obviously not. So be ready for these people. Of course, the vast majority will clap because they will have food on the table, they will have work, no one will have access to fortunes, everyone will have access to what is necessary for a dignified life, a life with abundance, but without exaggeration. Whoever it is. There is no longer an environment for exaggerations, for discrepancies. Everyone will be equal. Everyone will have the same opportunities. Then there will be no discrepancy. There will no longer be very rich and very poor. Everyone will be within the same range. So how do you place yourself in this world? With joy in your heart, knowing that none of your brothers will go hungry? That no brother of yours will sleep on the street? Those whose choices are not very compatible with this entire process will be treated, their minds will be reinvigorated so that they can learn to live in the correct way. Without being dependent on the kindness of others, but everyone, never forget, everyone will have a choice. No, I don't want to live this. I want to continue living the way I have always lived. Very good. You will get a ticket to leave, you will not stay on this planet. Don't doubt that. Many are being taken every day, but you don't know. Nobody has a label. Ah, that one over there isn't compatible with the light, so he's leaving. Does anyone see this? Obviously not. So you don't know about those who are leaving, but they are. Then everything will be very well analyzed. We are not going to create a level playing field, where everyone will be treated the same, everything will depend on what each one emanates, what each one is emanating. Then, everyone will receive what is rightfully theirs, for a comfortable and peaceful life. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for so much equality? Are you ready to divide, let go, let go, let go, are you ready? Or are you still clinging to material goods that will be of no use, because when you go to the fifth dimension no one owns anything. There is no possession. This house is mine. No, the house doesn't belong to anyone, the house belongs to whoever wants to live there. And anyone who sees the house empty can enter and live in it. Because within the laws of the fifth dimension, no one will invade anyone's home, because there will not be that feeling. There will be a home for everyone and everyone will have a choice. Through their journey, each person will arrive at the right point of a beautiful house to choose. No one will stay in shacks, no one will stay in ugly houses, everyone will have the right to the same houses. There will be no distinction. The only difference will be the size, for family size. Let's not put a family of 10 people in a house that only fits 2. We are not that irrational. But everyone will have their beautiful homes. Are you ready for this world? Are you ready to give up all those possessions that you fill your mouth with today? Ah, I own this, I own that, I own that other. You don't own anything. The owner of everything that is on its surface is Gaia, not you. You are using that earth space, that house at that moment. Tomorrow it may not be you. Are you ready to give it all up, or will you think what we are going to do is unfair? Today no one will own anything anymore. Everything belongs to everyone, because there will no longer be the feeling of greed, I can, you can't. This will no longer exist. I'm talking about the fifth dimension. Are you ready for this? To only worry about living in the moment, the here and now, not tomorrow, not the day after. It's the here and now, and being aware that everything that is done here and now will reverberate soon after. So what do you choose? Are you ready for these choices, or do you think everything is very beautiful, but that it happens to your neighbor and not to you? Ah, I agree with everything, but not with me. So you don't agree with anything. But everyone will have the right to think, and to reach a consensus, to learn, to let go and understand that nothing belongs to anyone. There are no possessions. Everything that is on the planet is from Gaia, not from you. Possessions are exactly what causes inequality on this planet. Where many have a lot, and many have nothing. So what do you choose? Continuing this life of hypocrisy where each person is always trying to trip the other, is each person always wanting to be more than the other? If so, if you want this world, fine, you will live in this world, you will continue in this world, but not here. There's no stage for that here. Here will be another world, a totally egalitarian, totally fair world, where no one is in any kind of need, whoever they are. There is no judgment, there is no discrimination, there is no separation, everyone will live together, everyone will help each other, everyone will think of a single objective: keep the planet clean, so that their lives and bodies remain clean and balanced. At this moment in the fifth dimension, I really hope you have learned your lesson in relation to the planet, because we will no longer allow what you did here on Tercera. So what do you say? Are you ready for this world? And what feelings do you emanate now? Fear or euphoria, dread or joy? What are you emanating right now in relation to everything I said? Listen carefully to your heart, and even if you still feel a certain injustice in everything I said, there is still time for you to start seeing things in a different way. But don't take too long, because time is passing quickly and very soon you will be charged for all your choices.